I think he's very charming. He is a very likable person. He's very open. He's very candid. He's very frank and forthright in his views, somewhat secular and liberal in his outlook.
He's a very impressive man. He's, I think, unlike any other military officer or leader I've ever met. He's extraordinarily forthright, quite charming, he exudes a sort of candor and a sort of natural forthrightness that makes you believe what he says and makes you think that he believes what he says. I find him sort of amazingly impressive when you consider all the pressures he's been under and the difficulties of his job.
When he used to come back home from work, if I was playing with my friends, he would invariably join us. And I was one of the few people, for better or for worse, who would have their father join into the game.
One of Musharraf's former commanding officers said to me, Musharraf is a chameleon. He can be anything. And I think that this is so accurate vis-a-vis what is happening now, the way in which he is all things to all people and nothing to many people. He is a balancer, he's a juggler, he is trying to appeal to so many different constituencies, but most importantly, he has got to maintain the loyalty of his army. Without the loyalty of his army, Musharraf would fall.
He's somebody who puts you at ease immediately. He doesn't have great imperial airs. He's an easy person just to chat with.
He's not a man, who puts his woman in burqas. He's not a man who's going to give up drink. He's much more conflicted figure than that. He has to coexist with this. He sees its purpose. He sees its utility, but he doesn't share its ideology.
I mean, if Musharraf were killed, and it would depend on the circumstances of how he were killed, but there would be another army general who would take over.
Who wants to kill Musharraf? Well, certainly the jihadis want to kill Musharraf. The jihadis regard Musharraf as the great betrayer, the great friend of America. So, on two counts, he's a good man to kill as far as they're concerned.
I think it would be a tragedy for Pakistan and an even bigger tragedy for the United States, because the U.S. is really putting all of its chips behind Musharraf.